Jason Devine. Jason Devine, please come to timing and scoring, please. Jason Devine.
So ready to go, Divine Design Kid Karts. Brandon Spring in the number 2. Nias Freeberry, the number 5. Ralph Henry in the number 12. Alessandro Dodillo in the number 20. Alinka Pasito in the number 22. Austin Hampshire in the number 24. Tony Crooker in the number 27. Gabrielle Ramirez in the number 28. Younger sister, brother Matthias running here with us this weekend. Valentino Mini in the number 77. Lucas Rodriguez in the 95. Chase Hefner in the 99. Jeremy Fletcher in the 308. John Devine always doing a great job and getting the kids rolling in the kid kart class here at the Florida Karting Championship Series. Ages 5 to 7. Stars of tomorrow. The Florida Karting Championship Series will get ready for their 16-lap final. In the meantime, don't forget, get that race monitor on your phone, race monitor, and you can follow along with all the timing and scoring. Just go to the website, race-monitor.com. And you can connect right to the internet and follow along with all the time, and had an opportunity to check it out. Man, you can follow all the laps, individual lap times, and all the neat things. But again, that is race-monitor.com. Very low-cost way to hook up and follow along with the racing action. Special thanks to all the great folks. And special thanks to the folks at Ocala Grand Prix, series sponsor. Stop in and visit George and the guys, official Tony Kart dealer, OcalaGrandPrix.com. And we'll be down at Anderson Race Park in race number 4 in the month of April. Actually, April starts tomorrow, so just about 21 days away. Stop down there, check them out. Race driver training programs, team building, we got it all at Anderson Race Park. Special thanks to MG Tires. Visit them online at mgtires.com. I want to thank AAA Sod and Supply for all your landscaping needs. It's springtime. Make it AAA Sod and Supply. Check them out online at aasodandsupply.com. Special thanks to Divine Design, embroidery, silkscreen, signs, airbrush, glass etching through 239-462-3803. Want to thank Keel and Curley. Again, your Napa Valley of the Tampa Bay area. Stop in and get that free sample. Located in eastern Hillsborough County, Keel and Curley Winery has been producing some of Florida's #1 wines since 2003. And boy, I've had a couple of their bottles and tastes a little bit of wine, and can always use an extra bottle of wine here in the timing and scoring. Keel and Curley Winery. Special thanks to Pastor Todd Shaw, On Track Ministry. Hey, get on his website, ontrackministry.com. I want to thank the great folks at tsracing.com right there in Bushnell, Florida. For all the parts you need, got a big warehouse full of parts, or you could shop online at tsracing.com. I want to thank Tony and the great folks at Homestead Karting. We kicked off our 2012 season. Corporate team building programs, parts, whatever you are, whatever you need, make it homesteadkarting.net. I want to thank the great folks at K2 Trophies and Awards. They have all of your awards you may need for racing, baseball, football, golf, fishing, corporate awards available. You need medals, plaques, ribbons, pins, whatever your trophy needs are. Make it K2 Trophies and Awards. Check them out online at k2awards.com. Special thanks to the great folks at Best Transmissions. Best Transmissions in Jacksonville, specializing in transmission repair, cars, trucks, foreign, domestic, automatic, and standard. Call today at 904-783-4980. Best Transmissions been in business for well over 27 years. They specialize in transmissions. Thanks to Brad Farmer and Brad's Heating and Cooling, your AC expert, saving all of Jacksonville. You give them a call, 904-786-1207. Of course, the heat is on its way. Get that brand new AC unit installed, or hey, do what I did. Have them come out, check it out, make sure everything's good for the hot summer on its way. Brad's Heating and Cooling, 904-706-1207. Special thanks to Michael Pine and, of course, the great folks at KartPartsDepot.com. All of your part needs, clutches, chains, bodywork, bearings, Just go to the website, fast delivery at kartpartsdepot.com. I want to thank the great folks up there in Jacksonville, 103rd Street Complex, as we'll make a stop up there in June. Of course, they feature club racing of all types. Visit them online at nfkc.us. I want to thank the great folks at Grand Products. Grand Products has earned the reputation as one of the largest and most well-respected karting distributors in North America. With products like Top Kart, Bridgestone, MIR, Grand Products has everything you need. You can check them out online at grandproducts.com. Want to thank the good folks at Burris Racing. Tires, wheels, starter. They've even got safety equipment. 714-375-3500. And you can check them out online at burrisracing.com. Want to thank the great folks at Keene Racing and Cal Development Incorporated. Check them out online at caldevelopment.com. That's caldevelopment.com. Want to thank Rudy at Riser Racing. Kart parts, engines, tires, racewear. Rudy's got it all for you. Look, pretty simple. Just go to his website at riserracing.com, and Rudy will take care of you. Been in business quite a long time. But again, that's riserracing.com. So picking up the halfway point here in our Divine Design Kid Kart class, ages 5 to 7. Really adapting well with the Florida Karting Championship Series. I want to give a shout out to the great folks at DPI Superstore.com. Take a look at their website for all of your parts. Speedy delivery right to you. Check them out online at DPI Superstore.com. Special thanks to Vortex Engines. Check out their 2012 product line. That's vortex-engines.com. Want to thank the great folks at Southern Karting Specialist. FKCS, a new Aero Kart dealer located in Tampa. They'll provide trackside support for new and existing Aero customers all around the state of Florida and surrounding Gulf Coast areas. You can check them out again online at southernkartspecialist.com. Special thanks to Perazino Chassis Jig. If you happen to have that chassis maybe a little bit bent, may have you kind of baffled a little bit, well, Perazino Chassis Jig can get you fixed up and straighten it out. We're out back here in the pit area, so stop by. Again, Perazino Chassis Jig. Special thanks to Poltech Speed. Again, poltechspeed.com. Take a look at their website. Right on that front page, they've got a lot of great specials. Of course, they've got the leather helmet bags. They've got the helmets, bell helmets. They've got it all. Again, that is poltechspeed.com. And special thanks to all the folks here at racecomplex.com. And right here in racing action this week at the Florida Karting Championship Series. They feature a lot of club racing, so you want to get out here if you're in the Fort Myers area. Make it racecomplex.com. Special thanks to David Wilsey and Kevin Greeno, again, with Harvest Motorsports for all their support here in the 2012 racing season. So wrap it up here, Kid Karts, as they continue to do an outstanding job. Again, coming up, it'll be Box Stock Senior and Rotax Minimax. We'll need you on the grid. That'll be Box Stock Senior, Rotax Minimax. Get you set to go for your 16-lap final. All finals will be 16 laps. So checker flag will drop for your Divine Design Kid Kart class. A great job by the youngsters as they wrap up their weekend here at the Florida Karting Championship Series. Again, Brandon Spring in the number 2, Jeremy Fletcher in the 308, Chase Hefner in the 99, Theus Freeberry in the 5, Ralph Henry in the 12, Alessandro Odello in the 20, Lincoln Pacino in the number 22, Austin Hampshire in the number 24, Tony Crocker in the 27, Gabriel Ramirez in the 28, Valentino Mini 77, Lucas Rodriguez in the 95. But a great job by all the youngster stars of tomorrow with the Florida Karting Championship Series. And not an understatement. Have watched kids come up through this class and move on to some big-time racing to the Florida Karting Championship Series. So ready to go. TS Racing Box Stock Senior. Glenn Fisher on the pole. Doug Moff outside row 1. Joey Miller into 00. Tim Waters starting in that 4th place position. Billy likes what he sees. Going to let him go. We're underway. 16 laps. TS Racing Box Stock Senior. Joey Miller going to drop back into that 3rd place position as they come off turn number 2, right where he started. And they'll shuffle around for that spot, so they'll work their way off of turn number 5. And Joey Miller, 2011 points champion, had won every single race last season that he was in. Raced the first 5 races, won all 5, took off race 6, locked up that championship. And again, Joey Miller raced with us one time so far this year and picked up a win there. Jason Fromming in at number 14 will pick up 1 position, moved up from 5th to 4th. And Joey Miller, boy, he's all over the back end of Doug Moff as they come through turn number 7. They'll continue to run that way as they head into turn number 9. 16 laps, your TS Racing Box Stock Senior. And earlier this morning, Glenn Fisher set fast time in qualifying, turned to 38.351. Fisher backed that up with a win in the pre-final. Now a little flip-flop for position, Joey Miller. Correct, that'll be Doug Moff now taking over that top spot. So Moff, your leader here with 2 laps in the books. Joey Miller working on that 2nd place car to Fisher. And Doug trying to work around. It'll be Glenn in that number 48 running 2nd. Moff, your leader. Joey Miller running 3rd. They'll come down the front stretch. Here they come as they'll head down to the start-finish line. Now looking to go to the inside for an exchange of position. Fisher goes to the inside of Moff. And Doug got to hold them off as they come into turn number 4. So Moff, your leader. Fisher running 2nd. Joey Miller running 3rd. Doug Moff turning fast time, 38.615. Look at Joey Miller. Going to challenge down for seconds. He goes to the high side, going to be shut down. As he tries to get around Fisher coming through turn 7, going to be denied. And Doug Moff turning fast time in lap number 3, 38.615. Your leader's going to come to the start-finish line as they Cross the line. No change in your running order. They're still nose to tail. Moff, Fisher, and Miller into turn number 2. What a battle up front. They got a long way to go. 16-lap final. So Moff continue to hold them back. Good little battle. That'll be the 12. Michael Clark, Jeff Maxson. You see Miller trying to get that advantage going into turn number 7. He looks up to the high side, kind of swings that 00 out to the high side, but cannot gain any ground in that position. So they'll work down the straightaway. Moff, Fisher, Miller as they come across the start-finish line. No change there. They're going to run nose to tail off of turn 1. 5 laps complete. My Tom, our cameraman, doing an outstanding job, able to watch some of that here in timing and scoring. And boy, he does a great job. As Moff, your leader, Fisher, Miller as they enter turn 7. They are nose to tail on the exit of turn 7. Leader's going to work their way into turn number 9. Fisher, boy, it's been a great start. Fisher set fast time this morning, then won the pre-final. Here in your box stock senior class, they come to the start-finish line. 6 laps complete, 10 to go. So Joey Miller holding on to that third-place position, running fourth. Jason Fromming all by himself. Good little race there. Randy Ballmer, Tim Waters, 5th and 6th. Yeah, Joey Miller, a lot of experience. Of course, a multi-champion, picked up the championship last year in the box stock senior class. And very crafty driver, very smart. Then you got Doug Moff. Doug, a open wheel modified champion. Now we'll see a good battle as they come into turn number 2. Moff holding on to that spot. Fisher and then Miller as they head into turn number 5. No change there. Yeah, and Doug Moff with a second place finish down at Homestead. Now Miller finally going to get enough to get around. Fisher is going to be denied as he loses that spot. So Doug Miller trying to make the pass on the entry to turn 7. He washes up to the outside. Gets a good charge on the entry, but unable to get around that second place cart. So 8 down, 8 to go. Doug Moff, your race leader. Fisher running second, Miller third, Jason Fromming running 4th, Randy Ballmer 5th, Tim Waters sits 6th, Clark 7th, Hill running 8th, Maxim 9th, Bodie 10th, Enderby running 11th, Dasani running 12th. All drivers on the lead lap. Just as I said that, the 48 of Fincher going to jump out. He bails out. So tough break for Fincher. He was running second as he bails out. It was a perfect afternoon for Glenn. Fincher drops out here at the halfway point. Yeah, boy, Glenn's had a great start this season. Finished 4th in Miami, then finished 3rd up at Ocala. Now a 2-cart battle as your leader. Doug Moff comes off of turn number 4. Joey Miller right on his bumper. Boy, you couldn't put a piece of paper between Miller's front bumper and Doug Moff's rear bumper as they head into turn number 7. Now Joey Miller, he likes that coming into turn 7. That's where he made the pass on Fincher. But again, Doug Moff, a very crafty race car driver, got a modified championship in 2011. And he's a great karter. Now they're side by side as they come into turn number 1. As Joey Miller gets around Doug Moff. So a brand new leader, it's Joey Miller up front. So Joey Miller takes it over in lap number 10. So Joey Miller up front in the 00. Again, your third different leader. Glenn Fischer started out as your leader. Then it was Doug Moff, second leader. And Joey Miller now up front. 11 laps complete. Joey Miller turning quick time back in lap number 6. He turned to 38.565. Now Doug Moff. So ready to go, your A&A Supply, Sod and Supply, Rotax, Minimax, AAA Sod and Supply. Agabenya on the pole position. Ramirez outside row 1. Row 2, Christian Cole, Justin Gordon. Row 3, Bellinger and Bowerman. Row 4, Vincenzo Saraceno in the 10. Ruben Gillett in the number 531. Starting 9th, Luke Genovese. Colton Mitchell starting 10th. Joseph Tarabelli 11th. Zara Haas starting in the 12th spot. So ready to go. AAA Sod and Supply, Rotax, Minimax. Agabenya picking up the pre-final. Billy likes what he sees. He'll let him go. Green is out. Ramirez in the 530 or second place Kart. Again, Ramirez, a couple top 5 finishes so far this season. Finished second at Homestead. A good run at Ocala. Finished 4th at Ocala. Got him second in the point standings for Ramirez. Your top 3 drivers continue to break away from the 510 machine of Oliver. It should be Olivia Bellinger in that 510. Bellinger in the 510 running in the 4th spot. Right behind him, again, Devin Bowerman in the 12. So Bowerman currently being scored 5th. And this will be 16 laps. AAA Sod and Supply, Rotax Minimax. So Ramirez in that 530 will take over the top spot. So Ramirez now your new race leader. So top 3 drivers coming to the stripe. Ramirez holding on to that top position. .521. Abenya holding on the second, third. It'll be the 522 of Christian Cole. Running 4th. That'll be the 510 of Bellinger. Then he's got Devin Bowerman in the top 5. Yeah, Christian Cole in the 522 trying to work around that second place running card. And in the 521. Pretty good run going for the 45. Colton Mitchell. Colton in that 45 started 5th. And right now he'll be scored in that 6th place position. So he's picked up 4 positions. Colton Mitchell in the number 45. Colton looking to being his best finish. He finished 10th, his best finish here in 2012. He did that at Ocala. So Colton Mitchell looking for his best finish here in the 2012 season as he's currently running in the 6th place position. Really nobody around him as he works off of turn number 4. So 6 laps complete. Ramirez up front, 1 of 2 different leaders. Again, Ramirez coming from outside of row number 1. The rest of your traffic pretty well, single file. Jimmy Gillett in at number 531. Luke Genovese at 54. That's a pretty good race deep in the field. Sierra Haas and Joseph Tarabelli. Haas ahead of Joseph Tarabelli on the tail end of the field. Couple good little drivers there on that tail end. So Ramirez continued to hold on to that top position. Benya holding on the second, right in the middle of the sandwich. Christian Cole starting to turn it up now. Christian holding on to that third place spot as they'll come into turn number 7. Ballinger running fourth. So 8 in, 8 to go, halfway point. So 1 of 2 different leaders so far. Michael Benya started out as your race leader, led a couple laps, and that was the 5:30 Ramirez taking over the second place position. So just 2 different leaders. Ramirez up front, Benya running second, Christian Cole runs third, Bellinger fourth, Devin Bowerman in the top 5 again. Devin started 6th, currently being scored in the top 5. Devin Bowerman into 12. There's Devin Bowerman now, works off turn 4. Here's your leader, Ramirez, continue to hold on to that top position. Ramirez. So 0-9 to Justin Gordon retiring his car. That'll be Justin Gordon. Boy, traffic really stretching out. Also the 22-5-22 Christian Cole. So that'll put Devin Bowerman now 4th. And Devin off to a very good start this season. Got a 4th place finish down there at Homestead. Finished 5th at Ocala. Right now, Bowerman looking to tie his best finish of the season. Ramirez dives into turn number 1. There's your leader, Ramirez. 1 of 2 different leaders. Ramirez working off of turn 3. And you're running second. Third, it'll be the 5-10. Another solid run for Olivia Bellinger. And Bellinger picked up the win at Ocala. Of course, had that disaster run at Homestead. Finished 18th at Homestead. Came back with a great rebound. Picked up the win at Ocala. Right now, Bellinger looking to get himself a podium finish. As we work our way through the AAA Sod and Supply Rotax mini backs, 2 to go this time by. So Ramirez up front trying to pick up that top position on the podium as he'll exit off of turn 4. Got about a 3. Oh, that second place Kart loops it all by himself. That's the 5:21. Banya will see if he gets it back on the track. Here comes Devin Bowerman. Bowerman with a head of steam. We'll see if he can get around Benya. So Michael with plenty of distance between him and Bowerman. Luckily had a good rebound, got it right back on the track. White flag comes out for Ramirez. Devin Bowerman driving the wheels off that machine, trying to get a podium finish. He'll shoot down into turn number 1. So Michael quickly regained that Kart, got it going forward, had plenty of a gap there between him and Devin Bowerman. Good racing on the tail end of that field. That'll be the 45. Colton Mitchell in that 45. So Billy with checkered flag in hand. Ramirez scores the win. Coming home second. Michael Benyal will pick up that second spot. So we're correct. That'll be Bellinger coming home second. So Ramirez your winner. Bellinger coming home second. Benyal will round out your top three. Need Rotax Senior to the grid. KPP Junior needs you to the grid. Rotax Senior, KPP Junior. So ready to go with your pole tech speed. Just a couple more karts and recovery. We'll get ready to go. 16 laps, pole tech speed. Rotax Micromax. Nicholas Bruckner in the 474 on the pole. Devin Buteau outside row 1. Row 2, it's Ian Keel in the 493. Brother Aiden Keel in the 404. Starting 5th, the 481. Keelan Pomeno in the 481. James Marsh in the 15th, starting 6th. 7th, it'll be the 18th, Dylan Gennaro. Starting in the 8th spot, the 434, Ricardo Villasmil. Jake Knepper in the 495, starting 9th. 10th, it'll be the 72, Riley Henderson. Jordan Hefner in the 513, starting 11th. Continue on with your lineup, starting 12th, the 87. Jeremy Fairburn starting in the 13th spot, the 8X. Donato Torino in the 8X. Tyler Gonzalez, the 457, starting 14th, 15th. Umberto Moretta in the 95. Brian Henry in the number 14, starting 16th. Pole tech speed, Rotax Micromax. Devin Buteau starting today as your points leader. So far swept the first 2 races. Devin will be outside row 1. Aiden Keel second in the point standings. Aiden Keel, a couple top 3 finishes, second and third so far this season. Ricardo Villasmil in the 434, third in the point standings. 2 top 5 finishes for Ricardo. Ian Keel in the 39 machine. We'll correct that. It'll be the 404. Aiden Keel in the 404. Starting outside of row number 2, right next to his brother, Ian Keel in the 493. So Billy going to look him over. They'll come to the stripe, and he likes what he sees. He shows him the green. So Breckner going to be your early leader. Devin Buteau in pursuit. They'll head into turn 7 for the very first time. Got a pretty good battle early on right up front. It was Devin Buteau saying right there on your leader on the entry to turn number 6. Nicholas Breckner has set fast time here in lap number 2, turned to 37.200. But right on his heels is Devin Buteau in the 408. Again, Devin starting today as your points leader, back-to-back wins so far in the first 2 races. And again, he runs the tire tracks, your leader, heading into turn number 10. They'll come off turn 10. They'll head into turn 11 down that long straightaway, glued together. As they'll cross the line, they'll continue to run nose to tail. Brackner with Devin Buteau in pursuit. They'll come off at turn number 3. They'll work in turn 4. It's a pretty good race in mid-pack right behind the 481. Palomino, Marsh, Villasmil, Dillon Gennaro all mixing it up. Yeah, that'll be 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Nicholas Brackner again in lap number 4 as he came across the line, turned to 37.085. Right now, that's overall fast time. So the top 2 drivers will complete lap number 5 as they dive into turn number 2. And boy, these 2 drivers are starting to break away now from the Keel brothers. Nicholas Brackner right now with a 3-second lead, excuse me, 2.5-second lead over Aiden Keel, who's currently running 3rd. Ian Keel running 4th, 3 seconds behind your race leader. Palomino, Marsh, Villasmil, Dillon Gennaro all mixing it up. Now they're going to see a little swap for position. Looks like Dillon going to try to gain one position. He works on Villasmil. As your leaders cross the stripe, 6 laps complete this time by. Ricardo Villasmil moves up in the 6th, so he'll flip-flop there for position. With Dillon Gennaro, Dillon will drop back to 7th, Marsh 8th, Napper 9th, 10th, that'll be Henderson. So Devin, your current points leader, stays in pursuit of your race leader. Again, they are just breaking away now. 3.7 second lead. Brackner over 3rd running Aiden Keel. As the Keel brothers pretty well nose the tail. There comes your leader as they approach the start-finish line. They'll cross that line. Looks like Devin Buteau peeking to the inside. Not going to see anything happen there as they'll work off turn number 2. So Devin stays in pursuit of your leader as they So we will see a new race leader. It is Devin Buteau. So Devin Buteau takes it over at the halfway point. So Devin Buteau now your leader. So Devin Buteau now your new race leader. So one of 2 different leaders. Devin Buteau here just over the halfway point becomes your new race leader. Aiden and Ian Keel continue to do battle. Aiden running 3rd, Ian running 4th. That battle for 5th. Look at this flock of carts coming off turn number 4. Led by Villasmil into 434. Palomino, Gennaro, Marsh. And the 495, Jake Nepper. Boy, look at that field of drivers there. All the way back to Riley Henderson, currently running 10th. Got some good racing between those drivers. So 10 in, 6 to go. As Devin Buteau, your second different leader. Need Rotax Senior on the grid. KPP Junior needs you to the grid. KPP Junior. And 6-cart battle for that 5th place position. Villasmill, Malamino, De Niro, Mark Depper, and Riley Henderson. And it's also all mixing it up as they work their way into turn number 9. 12 laps complete. Your leader's going to head into turn number 2. Devin Buteau taking over the lead at the halfway point. Boy, he has just got company right on his tail. Couple Tony Karts running 1-2. Look at this pack of traffic off turn 4, led by the 481. Palomino in that 481. Now we'll see a little flip-flop there again. Dylan De Niro going to watch Marsh work around him as they continue to do battle heading into turn number 9. So your leaders will head down the front stretch. How about Aiden Keel, Ian Keel running third and fourth as they head into turn 5. You look at this battle in the midfield as they come off of turn number 4, side by side. 434 going to the outside. Villasmill, Palomino, De Niro all mixing it up as they come off of turn number 6. In the meantime, 2 to go, this time by. Battle going to heat up for the lead as they work in turn number 2. Devin Buteau holding on to the top spot. He'll head into turn number 5. Working on your final lap and a half to go. Right there trying to get around your race leader. They'll exit off of turn number 7. Now they come into turn number 8. Great little battle. Regner cannot get around him on the exit of turn 10. Oh, your second place car looks like he slid off. And he sure did. So your second place Kart, Regner apparently sliding off in turn number 10. Because all of a sudden I looked up in his solo, all by himself, Devin Buteau. Boy, Devin looking for his 3rd straight victory. That'll put the Keel brothers 2nd and 3rd. Ian Keel and Aiden Keel. So I'm not sure what happened to Regner, who was flying in that 2nd spot, went off all by himself. And look at this battle coming into turn number 4. 481 is your 4th place car, Palomino. Devin Buteau will pick up the win. Aiden Keel will pick up 2nd. Aiden Keel comes home 3rd. Look at this battle for 6th. 5th, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Palomino, De Niro, Villasmill, Nepper, Marsh, Henderson, Gonzalez, as they all come to the line. What a battle for that 4th place position. Palomino will pick up 4th, Villasmill 5th. Dillon will pick up 6th, 7th it'll be Nepper, 8th it'll be Marsh, 9th it'll be Henderson, 10th it'll be Gonzalez. Need KPP Junior on the grid. Tag Cadet, you are pre-grid. Tag Cadet, you are pre-grid. So we're ready to roll. Your Ocala Grand Prix Rotax Senior. Again, Nick Neri, another driver looking for 3 in a row. As we've seen Devin Buteau pick up his 3rd straight win of the season. Now it'll be Nick Neri. He's got 2 in a row. And he's on the pole position. Outside row 1, Brandon Sellier in a 172. Jonathan Kotite starting 3rd. 4th, it'll be Michael Malikon in the number 4. Ab Davis in the number 2 starting 5th. 6th, it'll be the 2, Zeb Davis. 6th, it'll be Andrew Evans. 7th, Conrad Zizek will be starting 7th. And Hayden 8th. Lynchburger starting 9th. Tom Morey Jr. starting 10th. So the field will tighten them up as they roll into turn number 11. 16 laps. Your Ocala Grand Prix Rotax Senior. Nick Neri on that pole position. They'll start to pick up some speed as they come to the start-finish line. So no start, no start. We'll send them around one more time. So Nick Neri on that pole position. Billy's going to look him over, likes what he sees. He lets him go. We're underway. 16 laps. An aerial cycle around completes lap number 2, turns a 34.935. 34.935 for Neri, so he's continuing to build up that speed. Good looking field of drivers in your Rotax Senior Ocala Grand Prix Rotax Senior class. So Neri continue to open up that lead now. He's got a 1.3 second lead for Neri. All the racing behind him. Jonathan Good along with Andrew Evans. Got a little race there for that second spot. So you got Tony Kart drivers 1, 2, 3 is Neri. You're going to lead them all. So he heads into turn number 10. And you see that battle for second as they come off turn 11. Jonathan in the 103, Andrew Evans in the 127 as they head into turn number 1. Neri long gone right now with a 2.4 second lead for Neri. The battle for second as those two drivers work their way into turn 5. Tight to 103, Andrew Evans in the 127. They'll head off of turn 7 to continue to go that way. Andrew Evans in the 127, starting today second in the point standings. Two top 3 finishes. Finished second at Ocala, third at Homestead. Johnny Kotai starting 5th in the point standings. Had that so-so run down at Homestead in the opening part of the season. Finished 10th at Homestead. Had a great run at Ocala. Finished 3rd. And right now he's trying to hold off Andrew Evans. We'll be closing in on a halfway point this time by. This will be lap number 8 for Nick Neri, your race leader. There it is. 8 down, 8 to go. Your one and only leader, Nick Neri. And Hayden doing an outstanding job in that number 113, holding off some pretty heavy hitters behind her as they come off turn number 7. Hayden holding on to 6. Sazak running 7th. Lynchburger running 8th. And then you got Tom Murray Jr. running 9th. So 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Some good racing there. So Neri moving right along. Heads into turn number 5. All of a sudden, Zeb Davis starting to turn up the afterburners on that 2 machine, trying to bring in Michael Malikon as they come into turn 7. Michael in the 4, Zeb in the number 2. Zeb Davis currently sitting 8th in the point standings, finished 8th, best finish so far this season. That was at Ocala in race number 2. Michael Malikon making his 3rd start of the season, finished 5th at Ocala. Michael really off to a pretty good start here, continuing to run very well here at the race complex as he holds on to the 4th place position. So lap 11 will be in the books this time by when Neri crosses the line. And there's Nick now heading into turn 1. Conrad at 199 continue to keep the heat on Ann Hayden. Good little race there. That'll be for 6th place off turn 7. Then right behind him, Annie Lynchburger and Tom Murray Jr. going at it. Annie running 8th, Tom Murray Jr. running 9th. So Neri checking out on the field. No big surprise. Neri in a different number. Neri in the 107. So Nick Neri looking to be the 2nd driver here today to pick up his 3rd straight victory. As said, Devin Buteau did it right before this race. Now Neri looking to swipe him, and he'll work his way into turn 5. Andrew Evans continue to keep the heat on Jonathan as they'll exit off of turn 6, heading into turn 7. So Andrew Evans got a good race cart. Boy, he's really doing well working on that 2nd place cart. Andrew trying to get himself another podium finish. We'll pick up 2 to go this time by for Nick Neri. 2 to go this time by. Looking to go wire to wire in your Ocala Grand Prix Rotax Senior. So Nick Nary will pick up the white. He'll send him around one more time. Nary with his fast lap of this race, 33.368. Well, that's quicker than he qualified. Qualified with a 33.399. So Nary will cycle around for the final time. We'll see if Andrew Evans can make that late pass on Jonathan. So we'll be looking for that checker flag for Nick Nary, looking to make it 3 in a row. And there it is. Nary will seal the deal. There's your Ocala Grand Prix Rotax Senior. And a winner there. Nick Nary scores the win. Third straight victory for Nary. Melicott will move up into that second spot. He will get second. And third will go to Andrew Evans. Need tag cadet, you're now on the grid. Tag cadet, you're on the grid. Tag junior, you're pre-grid. As we get ready to roll out for your KPP junior. So underway, your best transmissions, KPP Junior. Asher Rajero starting on that pole position. Derek Sobel outside row one. Justin Greiner third. Eddie Rodriguez and Austin Jordan as they cycle around. And Ashley picking up the win in that pre-final. Wait until that very final lap to make the pass on Derek. And scored the pre-final victory. Right now she's up front as they head down in turn number one. And Ashley scored the win in Ocala, the only one race that she had so far this season in the KPP class. Derek Sobel starting today second in the point standings. Derek's had back-to-back second-place finishes. So Derek looking for his first win here in the 2012 season, and they're right back where they left off in the pre-final with Derek up front and Ashley right there in tow as they cycle around. They'll head into turn number one as they come down the front stretch. Boy, Derek all of a sudden opened a little bit of a gap now over Ashley as they come into turn number five. Rodriguez running fourth, Justin Greiner running fifth. Derek turning fast lap here on lap number four, just turned a 34.740. So pretty good lap for Derek Sobel again. Derek looking for his first win in the KPP junior class. And Derek set fast time this morning in qualifying. He turned a 34.386. A little bit quicker than he's got going on right now. And Derek turned a 34.615 his overall fast time as he currently holding on to that second place position with 6 laps complete. Ashley going to reel him in on the exit of turn 3. So Ashley Rajero staying right there with your leader. Ashley turning quick time there in lap number 5. She turns a 34.495. She's right there on your leader. So just over the halfway point, 8 laps in. Derek Sobel just turned a quick time, 34.390 this race. Justin Greiner still holding on to that third place position. Eddie Rodriguez staying right there in pursuit of him as they head off of turn 6. Good little race there. That'll be for third. So those two drivers battling for that podium position. As Rodriguez continue to stay on that third place car. Rodriguez, his best finish 6th down at Homestead. Justin Greiner, a top 5 finish at Ocala last month. Finished 5th. But right now, they're doing battle for that third spot on the podium. Good little race there for third. Up front, your leaders exit off turn 7. Derek Sobel, your leader. Ashley staying right there with them, looking at complete 11 laps this time by. So it'll be 11 complete when they cross the line. 11 laps complete. Derek Sobel up front. Ashley running a second. Got to be starting to think about it, Derek. He knew what happened in that pre-final. Ashley got him on that final lap. She bared down, went to work on that final lap, making the pass and making it look pretty easy on Derek Sobel. We'll see if Derek can really protect those lanes to see if he can keep her behind him. A little bit of gap now between Justin Greiner and Eddie Rodriguez. Again, that race for third. That's your final podium position right there. As those two drivers come off turn 7. Eddie keeping the pressure on. Justin Greiners, they'll work their way into turn number 9. Ashley turning fast lap here in lap 12. She just turned a 34.204. So right now she's got the fastest card out there, holding on the second. So your leaders come off turn 11, still running the tire tracks. Your leader, Asher Rajero. They come into turn number 1. Derek exit off turn 2, continue to run a very nice line as he heads into turn 4. Ashley staying all over his bumper on the entry to turn number 5. So two drivers getting together again in a turn at number 1 and 2. Eddie Rodriguez looks like Justin Greiner again, apparently getting together. 2 to go this time by. Your leader's going to come into turn number 1. Looks like Eddie Rodriguez will be the one that comes out of there and watches the leaders come by. Gives them plenty of real estate. Eddie back on the track, down a lap to your leaders. Justin going to bail out into number 151. So that'll get Eddie Rodriguez a podium finish. Probably not the way he wanted to get it. He was battling hard. So white flag up. We'll see if Ashley Rajero will go to work. And she goes right to the inside on the entry to turn number 1. Makes the pass again on the final lap. Setting up Derek. So Ashley finding that spot coming into turn number 1. So Ashley Rajero will score the win. Second straight win of the season. Sobel will come home second. Eddie Rodriguez comes home third. The Tag Masters to the grid. Tag Masters to the grid. Need James Marsh. James Marsh to the grid. The Tag Junior to the grid. Tag Junior Tag Masters, your pre-grid. So MG Tires Tag Cadet, and here's how we'll line them up. Here's Ramirez on the pole position. Mayo Livingston starting outside row 1 in the 11. Seve DePinto in the 14 starting third. Nicholas Britnell will be starting 4th, 5th. Michael Bignani in the 521, 6th. Ruben Grell at 7th. It'll be Colton Mitchell. 8th, it'll be Jason Yarborough. 9th, it'll be Joseph Terabelli. Ricardo Villasmil starting 10th. Alan Gregas will be starting 11th. James Marsh 12th. Connor McManus starting 13th. 14th, it'll be Bellinger. 15th, it'll be Justin Gordon. And Vincenzo Saraceno starting 16th. We're ready to go. 16 laps. Ramirez on the pole. Livingston outside row 1. Billy sees him come by. He waves the green. We're underway. Heavy traffic off of turn number 2 as they'll squirt their way into turn number 3. Ramirez going to be your early leader as he heads into turn number 5. Ramirez had a great run at Ocala, finished in the 3rd place position after a disaster down in Homestead as he opened up the season, finishing 17th. So far, your winners this season, Nicholas Reckner in the number 74, opened it up with a victory down at Homestead. Bellinger picked up the victory in race number 2 at Ocala. Right now, Bellinger deep in the field, currently running in that 11th position. So top 3 drivers pretty well nose to tail. Ramirez, Mayo, Livingston, Seve DePinto. Continue to see Ramirez right here, your leader with 4 laps in. Livingston DePinto Those top three drivers very close. And you got some heavy racing. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, all the way back to Justin Gordon. Mayo Livingston making his third start, looking for his best finish so far this season. Finished 12th in the first race of the season, 7th in race number 2 at Ocala. And boy, he's got a very quick car today, right down the middle of that sandwich, running second. Seve running third. 4th, it'll be the 21 of Grillet. 45 of Colton Mitchell. Boy, Colton got a good race going on, currently running in the 5th place position. I believe Colton making his first start here the 2012 season with the Florida Karting Championship Series. Then again, Ramirez continued to go wire to wire so far with hot traffic right on his heels. You see that big gap behind the 21. Colston and Justin Gordon. Boy, Justin having a good run right now as he continues to hold on to that 6th spot. Justin breaking down in lap number 6 in that pre-final. Definitely got a great recovery here as he continues to hold on to 6th. 8 laps down, 8 to go, the halfway point. So no change right now as he currently running at the halfway point. Boy, Ramirez nice and smooth as he heads down into turn in number 6, kind of peeking over his left shoulder. You know, they got right behind him is Livingston. Now Livingston going to go up high. Seve going to go to the inside, wheel to wheel for second. Seve on the inside, unable to make the pass on Livingston. So a good little battle there going into that turn number 7. They continue to carry it into turn number 8. No change, but your running order continued to be Ramirez, Mayo Livingston, and Seve de Pinto. They are nose to tail. And Mayo kind of working out your leader this time. He tries to look to the inside. I believe Mayo Livingston, Seve de Pinto got to work together. Joseph Terabelli currently running 7th. Benya right behind him, Jason Yarborough. And Alan Grigas in the number 40. Well, that'll be 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th doing some nose-to-tail racing as your leaders come off turn 3. Ten laps complete. Meantime, Olivia Bellinger set fast time 36.198. Did that at the halfway point. Bellinger currently running in the 11th place position. So here comes your leader as they approach the start-finish line, nose to tail. Ramirez brings them into turn number 1. Livingston and Seve de Pinto. And Seve had a great run at Ocala, finished 2nd. At Ocala had a good run. In Homestead, finished 6th at Homestead. Right now he's battling for that 2nd spot all over Mayo Livingston on the entry to turn number 8. They'll work to turn 9, head to turn 10. Ramirez checks off turn 11 as he brings them down the long straightaway. Seve looking to go to the inside. Mayo Livingston off turn 2 going to be denied as they'll continue that nose-to-tail battle into turn number 5. Great run going for Ruben Grillet in that number 21. He's been running solo in the 4th place position. In the meantime, Justin Gordon knocking on the door. He'll move in the top 5. So Justin Gordon recovering all the way from 15th place has picked up 10 positions. So a solid run for Justin Gordon. Great recovery. Needed that. So a good Turn for Justin Gordon. Black flag coming out on the 39. Connor McManus, lap traffic closing in on him quickly. So Justin Gordon looking for his best finish here in this class. His best finish so far this season is in the 7th spot. He did down at Homestead, finished 12th at Ocala. And right now, Justin in the top 5. Jason Yarborough continued to gain ground. He will move up into the 7th spot. 2 to go. This time by 2 to go. They'll work around slower traffic. That'll be the 39. McManus going to go a lap down to your leaders. Boy, Sevy, a little bit of contact there. That may have cost him a shot at that 2nd spot. A little bit of contact between Mayo Livingston and Seve DePinto. Climbed right up on him. And we'll pick up the white flag, 1 to go. So Ramirez looking to go wire to wire. There's your leader working off a turn at number 5. So Ramirez cycled around for the last half a lap to go. Mayo Livingston keeping the heat on your leader as they work their way into turn number 9. The loop down as they come off turn 10. Mayo trying to kick up enough to get around your leader. He'll shoot down the front stretch. And here comes your leader and your winner. Matias Ramirez scores the win. Need Box Stock Junior 1. Box Stock Junior 1 needs you to the grid. Box Stock Junior 1, we need you to the grid. So ready to roll out as we get set for your Riser Racing Tag Junior. 22 karts in the field. And here's how we'll line them up. Oliver Askew on that pole position. Derek Sobel outside row 1. Row 2, Callan Warren in the 11. Dominic Torsolo in the number 29 starting 4th. Alex Hornberg in the number 9 starting 5th. 6th, so it'll be the 43, Brian Lockwood. Sebastian Colson in the 34 starting 7th. In the 71, Dustin Strauss starting 8th. Ryan Norberg in the 48 starting 9th. 10th, it'll be Sebastian Sierra in the 4. Mason Carroll in the 23 starting 11th. Starting 12th to 21 is Sasha Bronwebo. Sarah Metcalf in the 12 starting 13th. 14th, it'll be Chris Maxim. Emily Foray in the 99 starting 15th. 16th, it'll be Will Wintree in the 15. Sarah Smith in the 78 starting 17th. Dylan Bucci in the 77 starting 18th. Starting 19th to 7 of Megan Wintree in the 7. Ethan Lowe in the 40 will be starting 20th. No start. Billy don't like what he sees, so he'll wave the yellow. Send him around one more time. Everybody looks like he'll slow down on the entry to turn 3, and we'll get him regrouped. Continuing on with your lineup, the 101, Robbie Naper in the number 20. 101 will be starting 21st, and Morgan Healy scheduled out in the 22nd spot in the 16. So Riser Racing Tag Junior. Tag Masters coming up next for their 16-lap final of the day. They'll be followed by Box Stock Junior 1, and it'll be Box Stock Junior wrapping up race day number 1 here at Race Complex for the Karting Championship Series as we make our third stop of the season. We'll be at Anderson Race Park in just a couple weeks, and we'll move out to Orlando. Bill likes what he sees. He'll let him go. We are underway. Your Riser Racing Tag Junior. Oliver Askew in the 38 will take that freight train of traffic. Got a couple stacked up in the tail end of the field. That'll be the 23 machine getting together. Mason Carroll. Mason back under power. Also the 21 of Sasha Bronwebo. So a tough break for the Bradenton, Florida driver, Sasha Bronwebo. Set in the 12th starting position. And Oliver Askew up front. One of 2 different leaders so far this season. The Canadian Zachary Clayman DeMello picked up the win down at Homestead. A little tune-up for the Florida Winter Tour. But that was Zachary's one and only start with the Florida Karting Championship Series. Picked up the victory in race number 1. Oliver Askew scored the victory race 2 up in Ocala. And right now, Oliver up front. Colin Warren running second. Sobel third. Hornberg and Sebastian Colson, your top 5. Derek Sobel in the number 5. Couple top 5 finishes this season. Finished 5th at Homestead. Had a good run at Ocala. Finished 4th at Ocala. For race number 2, currently sitting 3rd in the point standings. Had a couple karts turning around. And that looks like that'll be Colin Warren in the 11. So we'll get a check on that. Maybe Dustin Strauss. So we'll get a word on what driver that was. Again, it will not be Colin Warren. He's currently in that 2nd spot. So it is the 71. So Colin Warren running 2nd. Sobel running 3rd. 4th, it'll be the number 29 machine of Dominic Torsolo. So top 5, it's Askew, Colin Warren 2nd, Sobel 3rd, Hornberg and Dominic Torsolo your top 5. Sebastian Colson continuing to gain ground, moves up into that 6th spot. And welcome in here at a Race Complex, Florida Karting Championship Series, race day number 1. We're in our 3rd race here, the 2012 season, 6-race series. And it's been a beautiful day here in Fort Myers, Florida. Cloudy skies, a little bit of wind, but really not a bad day out at all. So we close the month of March out. Seen some pretty good racing mid-pack. Chris Max and Healy and Sierra Smith. That'll be 11th, 12th, and 13th as they dive into turn number 10. So up front, continue to see Oliver Askew, your race leader. Colin Warren 2nd. Eric Sobel running 3rd. And running in that fourth place position is Dominic Torsoro, is 2.3 seconds behind your leader as they work into turn number 10. So you see that big gap between Sobel running third and Torso running in that fourth place position. So a three-kart battle up front. So Oliver Askew looking for his second win of the season. So far, Oliver's led every single lap. 7 laps in the books will pick up the halfway point. Next time by, it'll be the halfway point. So black flag going to come out on Megan Wintry there. I'll pick up the halfway point now. And again, it is 8 down, 8 to go. So there it is, halfway. Oliver Askew so far wire to wire. Cowan Warren running second, Sobel third, Torso running fourth, Hornberg fifth, Sebastian Colson sixth. Been a solid run for Sebastian Colson. Also currently running in that sixth place position. Boy, Cowan Warren looking for his best finish so far. Cowan finished 16th. Down at Homestead, finished third at Ocala. Right now running second. So a good run going for Cowan Warren in the 11. Best finish was third last race at Ocala. Derek Sobel in the number 5. Derek, his best finish fourth. He did that also at Ocala. So both him and Cowan Warren have had some good runs at Ocala. And looks like they're going to carry that momentum right here at the race complex. As the 11 of Cowan Warren running second. Derek Sobel continuing to run third. With 10 laps complete, 6 to go. There's your leader. Exits off of turn number 4. All of a sudden, the 29 machine. Dominic Torso going to get some company now. That'll be Alex Hornberg in the 9 as they enter into turn 7. Your leader about 0.4 of a second lead as they come down that front stretch. There's your race leader crossing the line. Oliver Askew heads into turn number 1. Top 3 drivers looking to get themselves on the podium. They are breaking away from the rest of the field. Fourth place running, that'll be the 29, Dominic Torsol, now 3.4 seconds out of the top spot. And back in lap number 8, Oliver Askew had fast time, 32.597. So far, that is stuck. Overall fast time in this race, 32.597. And here comes your leaders as they exit off of turn 4. Boy, Oliver all of a sudden opening up a pretty good lap now and a pretty good gap between first and second. As he exits off turn 6, heads into turn 7. So take a look at the monitor right now, 0.7 of a second between him and Cowan Warren. Good battle. Dominic Torsolo, Hornberg, and Sebastian Colson. 4th, 5th, and 6th continue to go nose to tail. They'll carry that battle into turn 11. So your leader crosses the line. Boy, Oliver Askew, look at that gap he's got. Derek Sobel put a charge on Cowan Warren. And Derek will get around him. So Cowan Warren running third. Derek will drop back or scoot up into that second spot. Cowan Warren now in the third place position with 2 to go. This time by Askew with a well over a full second lead with 2 to go. Derek Sobel in the second place spot running third. It'll be Cowan Warren. So how about Oliver Askew looking for his second win of the season? We'll pick up the white flag. Here comes your leader, Oliver Askew. Picks up the white, 1 to go. Just turned to 32.516. What a lap for your race leader out there. Nobody around to challenge him now as he'll head into turn 5. Oliver continued to break away from the rest of the field. Yeah, traffic starting to stretch out. Still got a pretty good battle with the 48 machine of Ryan Norberg. And right behind him, Brian Lockwood. That'll be for 7th. So here he comes off turn number 11. Oliver Askew looking to pick up race win number 2. And he'll do it. Askew scores the win. Derek Sobel will pick up 2nd. And Colin Warren comes home 3rd. So there you have it, a wire-to-wire run for Oliver Askew in your Riser Racing Tag Junior class. Good battle, though, for those top 3 drivers. So Oliver Askew goes back-to-back, scored the win in Ocala, and follows it up a win right here at Race Complex in Fort Myers. So coming up next, Tag Masters Box Stocks Junior 1. You'll be on the grid. We'll need Box Stock Junior to the grid. So as we get ready for your Tag Masters, Keela Curley Winery in the Tag Masters. Been a solid day for Brad Sanders. Brad picking up fast time this morning. Qualifying turned to 33.699. Brad went ahead to win the pre-final. Hefner finished 2nd. Scott Roberts comes home 3rd in the pre-final. So Tag Masters getting ready to roll out for their 16-lap final of the day for these drivers. So here's how we'll line them up. 16 laps. Keela Curley Winery's Tag Masters. They said Brad Sanders been on the mark. And Brad set fast time. Picked up the win in the pre-final. He's on the pole in the number 12. That's sponsored by Rokin Racing. Starting 2nd, it will be Jason Hefner to 6:55. Starting 3rd to 6:28 is Scott Roberts. John Dalton, the 911, will start 4th. 5th, it'll be the 77 of David Evans. Kevin Coyne to 15, starting 6th. 7th, it'll be Danny Colelli. Jeff Schmidt in the 96, starting 8th. 9th, it'll be the 10 of George Gamble. Michelangeli will be starting in the 7. He'll be starting 10th. 11th, it'll be the 123 of Mark Spring. Joe Keel in the 55, starting 12th. 13th, it'll be the 60 of Mark Schneider. Bradenton, Florida driver Francois Braunweibel in the 07 will start 14th. Again, this will be your Keela Curley Tag Masters. Need Mark Spring. We need you to the grid. Mark Spring. Keela Curley Tag Masters point standings as we get into race number 3. Brad Sanders, your overall points leader. Jason Hefner, second. Both of those drivers with a win. Sanders picked up the win down at Homestead, race 1. Hefner picked up the win in Ocala, where Brad finished third. Scott Roberts third in the point standings. John Dalton fourth. Francois Bonrivo in the top 5. Again, don't forget that app on your phone on the race-monitor.com. You'll be able to follow along with timing and scoring right there on your phone. Very low-cost way to get that app on your phone and follow along with all the timing and scoring. A lot of features that you can really use watching all the racing going on. That's race-monitor.com for all of your timing and scoring right there on your phone. You really see it works very well. A lot of folks like that. And be able to see all the timing and scoring right there while you're enjoying all the races here at the track. Or no matter where you're around the world, around the country, be able to follow along as your Keela Curley Tag Masters make their way onto the track. There's your points leader, Brad Sanders. He'll work his way into turn at number 5. So get a hot lap or so. We'll get ready to go. 16 laps, Tag Masters. So get ready, Keela Curley Tag Masters. He'll get ready to attack this 0.6 of a mile track here in Fort Myers. 11 turns. A lot of racing room. Boy, these carts will really get around here quick as we're ready to go. Tag Masters, Brad Sanders, Jason Hefner, row 1. Roberts and Dalton, row 2. Evans Coy, row 3. Row 4, Danny Kaleli, Jeff Schmidt, row 5. George Campbell. Nicatelli in the number 7, starting 10th. Mark Spring, 11th. Joe Keel, 12th. Mark Snyder will be starting 13th. Francois Bonrivo scheduled out in that 14th spot in the 07. So they'll work down off of turn 11. They'll approach the start-finish line. Ed Flagger, Billy Newberg going to look them over as they get to the start-finish line. They're on the throttle. We are underway. Keela Curley Tag Masters ahead into turn number 2. Good side-by-side battle. Boy, Sanders going to be challenged early on. And he'll see that Jason Hefner making the pass. So Hefner makes the pass early on. So Hefner takes the lead here in lap number 1. Again, Brad Sanders, a very good karter. He'll work his way around in that second spot as they cross the line. He'll head into turn number 1. So Hefner, your leader. Sanders, Roberts, Dalton, and Evans. They all check off turn number 3. A ton of Tony Karts in the top 5. As they'll head into turn 7. Your leader's a Tony Kart. 3rd and 4th place karts all moving along. Again, it's Scott Roberts and John Dalton also on a Tony Kart. And the wind's starting to pick up a little bit. But again, weather-wise, we've been able to stay away from any kind of rainy weather at all. It's just been cloudy throughout the day, windy, but you're doing very well. Track in very good shape as your leader works into turn 5. So Jason Hefner up front. And Jason got a feature win back at Ocala last month. Looks like Brad Sanders, boy, he's under the gun. That'll be Roberts and Dalton closing in on that second place running. Sanders as they come into turn 10. Sure, Brad Sanders is waving that hand as he came into turn number 1. Not sure what that's about. Get a little race there to 77 to David Evans. Kevin Coy, that'll be for 5th. Those two drivers going to work in turn number 7. Kevin Coy unable to get around Evans now as those two drivers working at turn number 10. So Scott Roberts will pick up a spot now. He gets around Brad Sanders, so Sanders will drop back to third as they work off turn number 1. So pole sitter Brad Sanders now looks like he's going to be under the gun. Here comes the 911 of John Dalton. So these Tony Kart drivers are ganging up on the 12 of Sanders. Top two drivers, Tony Karts. Then you got Sanders and then Dalton on a Tony Kart. As those drivers now work their way into turn number 9. John Dalton in the 911 had a second place finish when he opened up the season at Homestead. Finished 6th at Ocala. Had a good run at Ocala. And right now he's about a kart length behind Sanders. They exit off turn 4. Now they'll separate to about 2 kart lengths. So Dalton had a run on Sanders in that previous lap. Wasn't unable to make anything happen. There's your leader. Works down into turn number 9. So Jason Hefner in at number 655. Continue to hold on. Six laps in the books as Jason Hefner snatched that lead coming off of turn number 2 on that initial green flag drop. Scott Roberts currently running second, set fast time in this race with a 33.551. Did that back in lap number 5. As they'll cross the line, it'll be 6 laps complete this time by. Boy, John Dalton continued to drop back. Him and Sanders are pretty tight there a couple laps ago. Looks like Sanders starting to check out from the 911. Currently running fourth, John Dalton, as those drivers work into turn number 9. So 8 down, 8 to go as we work our way through the field. Brad Sanders started on the pole position, went into turn number 2, lost that to Hefner. Hefner right now has led every single lap at the halfway point. Running second, Scott Roberts. Scott had a good run going, started third. Running fourth, running third, your pole sitter Brad Sanders. John Dalton currently running in a 4th place position. John started 4th, continues to hold on to that spot. David Evans running 5th, 6th, it'll be Kevin Coy. 7th, Francois Bonwebo. Jeff Schmidt running 8th, George Gamble 9th, Joe Keel 10th. Nicatello running in the 11th spot, Danny Kaleli running in the 12th spot, Mark Spring. And Mark Snyder did not pick up the green flag. Again, those two drivers 13th and 14th positions. But again, Scott Roberts, boy, solid run for him. He continues to hold on to second. He's about 2/10 out of that top spot. Back in lap 5, he turned to 33.551, the best lap so far of this race. It'll be 11 laps complete next time they cycle by. There's your leaders. So they'll come off of turn number 5. They'll head into turn 6. Top 2 Tony Kart drivers pretty well tighten up off of turn 7. Boy, Roberts kind of peeking in. May have cost him a shot there at the lead. Almost took him out. As it makes a little bit of contact with Jason Hefner. So we'll see how much that'll cost them as they come off turn 11. Definitely cost him. Last time around, Roberts was only 2/10 of a second out of that top spot. Now he's 6/10 of a second. That little wobble there coming off turn 7 in a previous lap definitely cost him a little bit of time. Sanders running third, 7/10 of a second out of the top position. John Dalton flying alone now. Boy, he was right there in contention about 5-6 laps ago. And right now, Dalton 5 seconds out of the top position. So it's been Jason Hefner jumped out to the early lead. After with a full half a second gap between him and second running Scott Roberts. Scott sitting third in the point standings. Boy, looking to back it up with another second place finish. Finished second in race number 2 at Ocala. Scott Roberts, very consistent driver. Again, he opened up the season at Homestead, finished third. Finished second at Ocala. Right now he's running second, so he's trying to tie his best finish of the 2012 campaign. Now your leader is going to come up on slower traffic as he'll let traffic come by off of turn number 6, and he'll head into turn 7. That'll help out Brad Sanders. Boys, Brad going to take advantage of that slower traffic. So third place running Brad Sanders likes that slower traffic. Definitely helping him out with 2 to go as they come to the line. Hefner, so we'll correct that. It'll be Roberts now getting in that top spot. Hefner second, Sanders third. So Hefner holding on to that second spot. White flag in the air. So final circuit as their leaders work their way into turn number 5 for the final time. Boy, Hefner now about a half a second behind your leader. So we're seeing a little flip-flop there. Before it was Roberts trailing by a half a second. Now it's Hefner. So Billy with checker flag in hand. And Roberts will seal the deal as he scores the win in your Keithley Curley Tag Masters 16-lap final. Jason Hefner will come home second. Another solid run. So yet another winning driver of the season, our third different winner here in your Keithley Curley Tag Masters. Bachstock Jr. coming up next. Casey Forhay to the grid. Casey Forhay. Again, holding for Casey Forhay. If you're not going to make it, let us know here at the grid area. So we are ready to go. Your Brad's Heating and Cooling Box Stock Junior. Nash Dunn on that pole position. So Nash Dunn on the pole in the number 2. A.J. McKinney in the number 1. A.J. outside row 1, row 2. Hunter Padilla, Jordan Fowler in the 70. Starting 5th to 9 of Daniel DeCenti. Savannah Skaggs will start 6th. 7th, Mark Strobing at 43. 8th, Case at Forhay, not going to make the start. And Jacob Howard will be in the 8th spot in the number 14. So Billy likes what he sees, lets him go. So your Briggs 4 cycle again. Box Stock Juniors, they make their way around. So far, winners this season. Hunter Padilla, your points leader, opened up the season with a victory. Jordan Fowler scored the win up in Ocala. Been a good start for Jordan Fowler. Finished 4th in race number 1 and scored the win in race number 2. As I said, Hunter Padilla, your other winner so far. So we've seen 2 different winners of the season early on. So Nash Dunn up front, Padilla running 2nd. McKinney runs 3rd, DeCenti 4th. Savannah Skaggs in the top 5. Jordan Fowler 6th. Jacob Howard is 7th. Strobe is 8th. Now we're going to see an exchange for that 2nd spot, and then it'll go right back. So AJ gets around Hunter Padilla, loses it right off of turn 7. And we've seen a great battle between these 3 drivers in that pre-final, where we saw Nash Dunn score in the win. And Nash right now with fast time, 37.725. And they'll go 16 laps. So they'll head into turn number 7. So it's Dunn, Padilla, McKinney exiting off at turn 7. Great nose-to-tail battle. Boy, they are tight on the entry to turn number 1. Hunter Padilla, current points leader, staying all over your race leader. Dunn as they come off turn 6. There's the exit off turn 6. Again, A.J. McKinney, that's the spot he likes in turn 7. But cannot get around Hunter Padilla as they head into turn number 8. A little run into turn 9. They'll come back into turn number 10. Top 3 drivers exiting off turn 11. Top 2 drivers nose to tail. Dunn and Padilla as they approach the line, nose to tail. They'll carry that little battle into turn number 1. No change there. Nash Dunn, Padilla, McKinney as they exit off turn number 4. Like A.J. McKinney, he's a little feisty driver. Really likes to find those position, them hot spots, and try to get around. There he goes again into turn 7. This time he makes it stick. Just as I got done saying, look at those hot spots, and he just found one. That was turn 7. So A.J. McKinney moves up on your tail of your leader now as they come into turn 11. They'll shoot down the front stretch. Now a new second place driver is A.J. McKinney's in the middle of the sandwich off of turn number 2. Telling you, feisty little driver could definitely wheel that little machine around. He'll continue to hold on to second on the entry to turn 5. They'll carry that into turn 6. A.J. McKinney, best finish, so that was second down at Homestead as he opened up the season. Not a bad run in race 2 up at Ocala. Finished 4th in Ocala, currently 3rd in the point standings. Right now, he's the meat of the sandwich as they come down the front stretch. You see him get out of line just ever so slightly, and gets right back in line as they'll head down into turn number 2. 6 laps complete, 10 to go, your 16th lap. Brands Heating and Cooling Box Stock Junior Final. Box Stock Junior coming up next. no change in the top three drivers. You can see them now as they work down the front stretch. They'll head to the line as they make their way into turn number one. Again, that spot that A.J. McKinney made the pass on Hunter Padilla. Coming into turn 7. As you watch him when he comes off turn 6, he gets a very good run. And it keeps that cart down to the low side. He'll get down into turn 6 right now. He gets a good run again, but unable to get enough to get under your race leader, Nash Dunn. That cart really sticks well on the entry to turn 7. So there's the top three drivers. They'll come off turn 11. You'll see the straightaway. There they come down that front stretch. 0.6 of a mile here at the race complex at Fort Myers as we work with the Florida Karting Championship Series for race number 3, day number 1. So halfway point this time by. 8 down, 8 to go. Nash Dunn, your race leader. A.J. McKinney running second. A.J. started second, dropped to third, lost that spot to Hunter Padilla. And then A.J. making the pass in turn number 7 to get that second spot back. Hunter running third. Fourth, it'll be Savannah Skaggs. Fifth, it'll be Jordan Fowler. DeSanti running 6th. Jacob Howard 7th. Strobe running 8th. Forhay did not take the green. Haven't really seen much as fast times. Again, back in lap number 3, Hunter Padilla currently running third. Turned to 37.362 back in lap 3. We haven't seen anything change since then. Outside of A.J. McKinney getting around Hunter several laps back as they'll come to the line. So there they are. They'll cross the line. 10 in, 6 to go. Nash Dunn has led every single lap so far. McKinney second. Padilla runs third. Savannah Skaggs running fourth. She's 9th. Seconds out of the top spot. DeSanti running 6th. DeSanti 15 seconds back. We'll correct that. DeSanti 16 seconds back, now running in the 7th spot. Boxstock Jr. coming up next. That'll be the last group today. 11 complete again as they work their way around. All of a sudden, a little bit of a gap now for Nash Dunn. He got a 4/10 of a second lead, which was not even a piece of paper between those two bumpers. Now he opens up a 4/10 of a second lead. So whatever A.J. McKinney had a shot at him was unable to do anything now as he drops back. So he'll come off turn 11. They'll work through that straightaway, kind of working over those bumps. They'll cross the line. They'll head into turn number 1. A.J. McKinney now 0.7 of a second behind your leader. So Nash Dunn looking to go wire to wire. Nash looking for his first win of the season. So we'll pick up 2 to go. This time by, how about that? Another winner possible here this afternoon. Padilla opened up the season to win. Jordan Fowler a winner this season. Now we're going to see our third different winner of the season. So Billy going to give him 2 to go. This time by Dunn, McKinney, and Padilla as they head down into turn number 1. Hunter Padilla staying all over the one machine of A.J. McKinney. A.J. made that pass about 6-7 laps ago in turn 7. Trying to fight it back, but those top 3 drivers going to lock up a podium. Running 4th, Savannah Skaggs 5th. It'll be Jordan Fowler. Jacob Howard running 6th. Daniel DeSanti running 7th. Daniel looks like he's getting a little tired there in that number 9 as the white flag going to drop. 1 to go as they head down into turn number 1. Hunter Padilla with fast lap back in lap number 3, currently running third. He's 1.3 seconds behind your leader. Running second, A.J. McKinney. He's 0.8 a second behind your race leader. So Nash Dunn looking to become the third different winner of the season. So your leaders now going to work their way into turn number 10 for the final time. They'll come off at turn number 11. He'll seal the deal. Nash Dunn picks up his first win of the 2012 season. Coming home second, McKinney. Third, it'll be Hunter Padilla. So rolling up next, your North Florida Kart Club Box Stock Junior. And here's how we'll line them up. Benjamin Withers in the number 14 on the pole. Emily Bodie will be starting outside row 1 in the 1. Katie Kirkpatrick in the 13 and Jimmy Johnson row 2. This will be our final event of the afternoon, Box Stock Junior. So 4 karts will take the green as they get into turn number 1. Withers setting fast time earlier this morning. Benjamin picking up the win in the pre-final. And right now he's setting sail as he brings the field into turn number 5 for the first time. Your North Florida Kart Club Box Stock Junior class. And don't forget to keep up with all the point standings, all the results, all the information on the website, FLWKSprintSeries.com. As we take a look at our 2012 remaining schedule, April 20th through the 22nd, a field will be down at Anderson Race Park, Palmetto, Florida. Race 5, May 25th through the 27th, Orlando Kart Center. And then we'll wrap it up in Jacksonville at the 103rd Street Complex. That'll be June 22nd through the 24th. So close it in on the halfway point of the 2012 season. We've seen some great racing. So Weathers is moving just fine, holding on the second. Emily Bodie. And we'll have the trophy presentation, of course, with photos. That'll follow up our final event of the afternoon. Top 3 drivers, fast time. You're going to be in your racer suit for photos. Again, we'll get you going here in just a few minutes. So no change up front. Benjamin Withers continued to open up a decent lead. So 7 laps complete. Continue to work our way through the field to be closing in on a halfway point. Withers looking for a perfect afternoon. Set fast time this morning. Then picked up the win in the pre-final. Right now in command. We'll close it in on a halfway point next time by. Once again, we will have our photos and, of course, trophy presentations will follow. The final race here as Benjamin Withers well in hand now, checking out on the field. Several laps to go. Buddy running second, Kirkpatrick and Jimmy Jackson, your 4 karts. The final event this afternoon. Don't forget tomorrow morning. Gates open 7 o'clock here at the Civic Center. Engine braking, as always, along with the registration, will be at 7:30. Nice facility here, race complex, as we make our way to race weekend number 3 with the Florida Karting Championship Series. Getting ready to wrap it up here this afternoon. So Billy going to show him 2 to go. So Withers looking to go wire to wire for his 3rd straight win of the season. And there it is, 2 to go. Withers will come to the line. So Benjamin Withers will score the win, coming home second. Emily Bodie, as Withers picks up his 3rd straight win here at the Florida Karting Championship Series. So that'll wrap it up. Race day number 1 here at Race Complex in Fort Myers. Again, we'll stay tuned. We'll get set for our Podium Awards that will take place right behind timing and scoring by the grid. If you haven't have a top 3 finish or fast time, we'll need you to please make your way behind the timing and scoring building. So once again, those drivers, top 3 finishes and fast time will have you to the podium area. So we'll get set here in just a couple minutes. So once again, we will have podiums on the line here. Again, once we get set up for the Podium Awards, we will have that online, so folks back home can follow along and see your favorite driver. Again, we'll get set. Those drivers, top 3 finishes, fast time. We'll need you to the podium, again, right here on the grid behind timing and scoring. Again, this will be final call for our awards presentation and photos. Again, we'll get started with all kid kart drivers. Need all kid kart drivers to the grid. Once again, this reminder, you must be in your racer suit for photos. Again, you need to be in your racer suit for photos. Need all drivers to the grid area right behind timing and scoring. Again, top 3 drivers and fast time. So need all kid kart drivers to the grid. All right, let's get a round of applause for our kid kart drivers, stars of tomorrow with the Florida Karting Championship Series. Let's give them a round of applause. Up next will be Box Stock Senior. Finishing third, Randy Ballmer. Finishing second, Doug Moff. Overall winner, Joey Miller. Fast time, Glenn Fisher. Let's give him a round of applause. Your TS Racing Box Stock Senior. Up next will be your AAA Sod and Supply Rotax Minimax. Michael Benya finishing in the third spot. Michael also picking up fast time. Finishing second, Olivia Bellinger. Overall winner, Matthias Ramirez. Give him a round of applause. Rotax Minimax. All right, one more time, Rotax Minimax. Up next will be your Pultec Speed Rotax Micromax. Finishing third, Aiden Keel. Finishing second, Ian Keel. And your overall winner, Devin Buteau. Nicholas Berker will pick up fast time. Nicholas with fast time. Up next will be your Ocala Grand Prix Rotax Senior. Jonathan Guttite finishing third. Andrew Evans second. Overall winner, fast time, Nick Neri, Rotax Senior. Jonathan celebrating their 18th birthday. Happy birthday, Jonathan. Need Nick Neri, Andrew Evans. Nick Neri, Andrew Evans. Up next will be your best transmissions, KPP Junior. Finishing third, Eddie Rodriguez. Finishing second, setting fast time, Derek Sobel. And your overall winner, Ashley Rajero. All right, give a big round of applause. Great racing. Great job. Up next will be your MG Tires Tag Cadet. Finishing third, Seve DePinto. Finishing second, Mayo Livingston. Overall winner, fast time, that is Ramirez. Up next will be your Riza Racing Tag Junior. Finishing third, picking up fast time, Colin Warren. Finishing second, Derek Sobel. Overall winner, Oliver Askew. Give him a round of applause. Your Riza Racing Tag Junior. Up next will be your Keel and Curley Winery Tag Masters. Finishing third, picking up fast time, Brad Sanders. Finishing second, Jason Hefner. Overall winner, Scott Roberts. Need Glenn Biggs to timing and scoring. Glenn Biggs to timing and scoring. Up next will be your Brad's Heating and Cooling Box Stock Junior 1. Finishing third, setting fast time, Hunter Padilla. Finishing second, A.J. McKinney. Overall winner, Nash Dunn. Need Glenn Biggs to timing and scoring. Glenn Biggs to timing and scoring. Up next will be your at FKCS Box Stock Junior. Finishing third, Jimmy Jackson. Finishing second, Emily Bodie, overall winner. Fast time, Benjamin Withers. Give a round of applause. We need Glenn Biggs to timing and scoring. Glenn Biggs.